Hi, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the workshop. This video is for people who burn pallets on their log burning stove. Now if you do that, you almost certainly use it for making kindling, for lighting your fire, because it's very, very good for that. And you probably chop up quite a lot of it into pieces like this, the kind of lengths formed by the stretches on the pallet, and you probably burn these. And if you're anything like me, you put them on your stove when the stove is slumbering away and not burning very well. But they're tricky to burn a lot of because you keep having to feed the fire. They burn very fast, and therefore they're not great for burning on a log burning stove unless you're there willing to feed the fire. But in this video I'll show you a way of turning these into something really, really useful that burn really well, and it's a really simple method. I mean, incredibly simple. So join me in the workshop. So as I said in the intro, you almost certainly end up, when you've cut up your pallets, with loads of bits of wood like this. And if you're anything like me, I cut my pallets up using either an electric chainsaw or a mini chainsaw, mini cordless chainsaw. And that's if I'm cutting up the pallets for use with firewood. And I do it really quick. I don't mess about. But I don't bother doing it very accurately either. But as I say, the problem with burning this type of wood is that it burns too quick. It's very good for getting your fire going first thing in the morning or whatever, but less good at feeding for any length of time. So here's a simple trick that I use now all the time to make this type of wood burn much longer and be much more useful. It actually creates logs, pallet logs. And all I do, I'll put 4, I normally put 4, but you can put 3 together. And then I use a 3-inch nail, and I simply whack the 3-inch nail through the 4 bits of wood and then burn it like that. There you go. Now you put that on the fire, and if you were to put these 4 separate pieces on your fire, they would burn for maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes, absolute tops. But you put that on your fire and it will burn away merrily for probably an hour. That's my experience. It's as simple as that. The nails I'm using, you may have noticed, are old rusty nails which have been burned, and I simply rake them out of the grate. I will say that I started off with using wire nails, 3-inch wire nails that were brand new, because the nails that are actually in these bits of wood, pallet nails, are very thin, and once they've been through the fire they don't have a lot of strength, and I find I can't drive them through the wood very easily. But I can knock up, 5, 6, 10 of these logs in, a few minutes. It doesn't take very long at all. And you can be quite creative. I've got some here where I've only put together 3 pieces, and I use the top-down method of lighting my log burning stove. If you want to know what that is, look for the video on my channel. And because if they were this thick I wouldn't get 2 of them in, by putting 3 in I can use those and burn the light using the top-down method of burning. I also can make up small logs like this for that top-down method of burning, and you could just get small offcuts. You often get offcuts of this short pieces, and stick a nail through and you'll have a block that you can burn. And you often get bits of wood like that. I do anyway. And it doesn't make any difference to me. I just stick 4 of them together and stick that in the middle and stick a nail through the middle. This isn't rocket science. Bear in mind when I'm doing this that I am possibly the world's worst woodworker. See? But so, yeah, oh look, oh no, it's falling apart. Never mind, it's still a good log. There you go. So that is the method of making pallet logs. Try it. If you burn pallet wood, try this. It might seem a bit of a faff, but it literally takes a few minutes. And you end up with wood that will burn on your stove, pallet wood that will burn on your stove for a reasonable length of time. In fact, they behave just like logs. I thought you might like to see 2 of my pallet logs burning. I put these on about 20 minutes ago, I suppose, and you can see they're burning really well. And I've just closed down the vents. Excuse Luna. Luna, come on. So I'm being attacked by a dog. As you can see, they're still in one piece. The logs are still burning like logs, giving out loads of heat. So that's my favourite method of burning pallet wood. Make up logs. As I say, I've just closed down the vents. I forgot to close down the vents earlier. Normally when I'm burning these, I shut all the vents down and they burn pretty well. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you find this useful and this kind of video useful, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.